Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over week 2 of the 6-week training block just to show how things changed. A little spoiler, things didn't go as well as week 1, so let's get into that. Okay, so like I said, it's Monday the 11th, it's 6 AM. My plan this morning was actually to run to the swimming pool again in Berkhamsted, but unfortunately Alexandria has decided to wake up rather early, and I've been getting a lot of steps in running around the kitchen with her, so it sounds like she's settled down a bit, but probably don't have time to get over there now, so I'll just drive over. Plan today is to do my key swim session, get it done early. That's going to be a 1500 metre swim non-stop. And that will start the week off nicely, I think. But back into week 2. So last Monday, again, I started off with the key swim interval, which was 1250 metres non-stop. So we managed to do that fine. I think it was 2:09 pace. One thing I do need to start doing, I do need to start sort of getting a bit faster with those. I'm taking them really easy at the moment. So today when I head over in about half an hour, I'm going to do 100 metres easy, 100 metres hard, or a faster pace, and just do that for the 1500 metres. See what that brings the pace out at. Following that, on Monday last week, I also did an hour of aero bike intervals. Now this is not a key session for me, just because I do quite a lot of aero stuff on my bike on the turbo, so it's not really something I need to worry about, but I just like to do it as a sort of just above an easy session, but not too hard. So it doesn't build too much fatigue, but just gives me another hour on the bike, sometimes 90 minutes. But anyway, that was Monday. So Willow's currently smashing up Georgie's slipper. Not very good, but anyway, right, on to Tuesday. This is where things started to get a little worse. I should have done a bike at some point, maybe another aero interval session or just an easy 1 hour zone 2. And I ended up just going to the club interval session. Now, I do enjoy those sessions, obviously better training with other people, but doing intervals at this point isn't really going to make me better at an Ironman, is it? But like I say, it's just good to turn up to these sessions and run with the friends and club mates and stuff like that. So yeah, I've got the interval session done. Can't really remember what the session was. I think it was quite hard though. I think it was... No, I can't remember. Anyway, on to Wednesday. I did my key sweet spot session on the bike. So that was just over 90 minutes. I've been doing it as a descending sort of interval length session, all around 70.3 power. So I do a 10-minute block with a 5-minute rest, 9-minute block with 4.5 minutes. So it's a 2-to-1 work to rest ratio all the way down to like 1 minute. So that's 55 minutes of sweet spot work, or 70.3 race power within the 90-minute duration. Did a little bit of recovery work after that, some foam rolling and yoga. I do track those because 1, it adds to your overall time for the week, and 2, if I didn't track it, I wouldn't do it. And then later on, I did a nice little easy trail run with Willow. I do need to start running a little bit longer with her, because we only did 6k, which isn't really, 6k easy isn't really going to do anything for me, is it? But then on to Thursday, and sort of a bit of a negative, a bit of a positive. This is where the training started to get really bad, or started to really lack, and that was because a new shed arrived. And so I was helping the delivery man get all that off. It took a lot longer than I expected. It was about 1 million different pieces, but it was also incredibly windy. It was very difficult to move a lot of these panels actually up into the house, because then once he dropped it off at the front of the house, I had to move it all the way up to the back. So that wiped me out for quite a bit. I did manage to get another aero bike interval session in. This time I did nearly 90 minutes. So Monday's session, I think, was 5 rounds of the intervals. This one it was 7. And that was it for the day. I should also have done a run. I was going to go to the club for a group run, but again I was a bit knackered from the shed. And then on to Friday, I spent the entire day building the shed. Did 0 swim, bike or run. Normally I would have done a swim in the morning, but again, nothing. It was just shed building all day. It's very tiring actually, sort of manual labour, isn't it? I'd much rather do a swim, a bike or a run. But anyway, then Saturday I spent the morning organising the shed. So again, lost another session there that I would normally do in the morning, but by around lunchtime I'd got all that sorted, decided to do a brick. Now the plan was to do an easy brick, so maybe sort of a comfortable, zone 2 ride, hour on the bike, and then run off for about 30 minutes easy. But because I'd lost so much time and done almost no training for 2 days, I thought I'd do something a bit more intense. So I did 30 minutes on the bike with a ramp up and a ramp down, 50 minutes up, 50 minutes down, up to above 70.3 race power, and then a run off the bike, and I did a 5k in around 20:30, and then just a 10-minute cool down. So that's faster than 70.3 race pace off the bike, but yeah, it was a short distance. I should really have done longer, and that was it again for that day. It's not good enough. That was only an hour's worth of training for a Saturday. And then Sunday, woke up early, took Willow for another trail run, this time 7.5k. That was because we were going down to watch some friends do Brighton Marathon, and quite a lot of our club mates as well. So that was it for the day there. I was planning on doing like an easy spin on the Sunday evening, but just thought there's no point. I'll just have to start training again in week 3, which is today. So hopefully we'll have a much better week this week. In terms of totals, it was about 8.5 hours of training, which just not good enough. 1 swim, I think it was 4 bikes, 3 runs. So yeah, not a particularly good week, but positive is I've got a shed, which is good, and we'll move on from there. I did manage to get a couple of the key sessions in, the sweet spot and the swim, but I missed my long ride, my tempo run, unless you count my run off the bike if it's not long enough, and then also my long run was missed as well. It's not the most productive week, but I'm going to try and make up for it now in week 3. So fingers crossed, all goes well. But yeah, stick around for the review of week 3, where hopefully we're back up to 12-13 hours of training, maybe even more. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.